to do. So let's go into the details. Okay, first, why we need to tailor our team's way of working. Okay, so we are going to focus on some principles and stress on the point that your system is a CAS, okay, which is a complex adaptive system. What is a complex adaptive system? By the way, anyone remembers what is a complex adaptive system? Anyone can help?
Organization has a many function that can be a complex adaptive.
Okay, not bad. Anyone else wants to try? What is a complex adaptive system? We did it maybe in the morning. Okay, what worked for one team may not work for other teams. Your way of working for one team doesn't give any realization for how the organization is working. Like your system is complex. Okay, one team may not give details about many. Okay, yes. So we need to tailor our way of working. We did this yesterday as well. Every team will have a different way of working. Okay, internal team agreement. We did that, right? External team agreement, internal team agreement. Okay, and as we go along with the team, okay, we continuously improve our way of working. Okay, we can learn purposefully from other teams of as well. So we are doing on a continuous basis. Okay, the focus of this module is not on 8 principles, but just on 3 principles. Choice is good, context counts, and be pragmatic. So we are going to focus only on 3 principles in this module and choose our way of working. Right? A perfect understanding of individual part doesn't convey an automatic understanding of the entire organization's behavior. Right? Your system or your context is always a complex adaptive system. Right? Let's get that basic right, and then what works for us, and how does we work for others. Okay, right? So this is something as a context we need to set. Okay, it's a complex adaptive system. We talked about that. Something changes in the team, okay, it can have repercussions across different teams or enterprise teams as well. Can you tell me this?
Way of work.
False? Hello, is it true or false?
False.
Yes, this is not
False,
true,
yeah.
right?
Yep, it's false.
If it works for the team, then it will work for another team. Not true. Okay, we are in a complex adaptive system. Is it true or false? One best practice.
False.
False.
Yes, we believe in many patterns of good practices. The world is full of good practice. There are 100 agile practices currently. If you see the Deloitte agile landscape, you type in the internet, there are 100 practices, and there are many people who are using practices that way. So they're relevant to some people, right? You can't say that this practice is better than the other. Every practice has their own standing. Okay, disciplined agile tells you which practice is suitable in which environment or in which situation. Okay, so however, there are many patterns. There are some common patterns. Okay, what are the common patterns? Is that smaller batches works well. Okay, Kanban, if I see the work better, collaboration. This is a common thing. And quality, correctness, iterations, correctness of solution. Quality will affect everyone. Okay. Quality, if you do not do shortcuts on quality, generally it may not be true, but Okay, overall it is true that if you do not fix quality early, then it's a disaster, or it's cost heavily, okay, for your projects or organization. So it may not apply every time, but overall it is true, right? Okay, good. Now we are going to do a 5-step process in choosing your team's way of working. Okay, so let's go into the 5-step process. Okay, who is involved? What are the practices involved in choosing that? Okay, first step is analyzing the context. How is my team placed? Is it co-located? Okay, what is the size of the team? What is the complexity? What is the domain complex? I will analyze the context. Okay, how I analyze the context? Okay, by using the spider chart which I used, okay, which I learned, okay, in the earlier sessions in Foundations of Disciplined Agile, right? Second step, depending on this context, I will choose which life cycle is best given the context. Okay, whatever you are choosing as a life cycle, that is your starting point. You can evolve from that life cycle or make changes when it is necessary or at a later time. Okay, how many of DA life cycles do you remember? Come on, everyone.
7.
5.
Which is
Six.
the first one?
6+1.
Agile Scrum based life cycle.
Yeah, this is, what is the name of this life cycle?
Agile Scrum based life cycle.
This is
Yeah,
Agile
right.
life cycle.
Yes.
This is Agile.
Agile
The
life.
name of this?
This is Lean.
Lean.
Lean life cycle. Very good. What is this?
This is
Agile DevOps life
continuous.
cycle. Agile DevOps life cycle.
This is
Continuous.
continuous delivery
Continuous
agile life cycle. Okay. Correct. What is this?
Continuous lean.
Continuous lean, continuous delivery lean life cycle.
Continuous Lean.
Which is
Exploratory
this?
life cycle.
Exploratory.
Very good, guys.
Exploratory.
Excellent. And what is this?
Program life cycle.
Program. Perfect.
Program.
Okay. Super. Okay. And now that you have the life cycle and the context, you have chosen a life cycle, you need to choose which process goals, given your context and the life cycle, okay, are the most relevant. Okay. Which you will consider first.
Ashish, just a question. Sorry,
Yeah.
Ashish. Sorry to interrupt. On the previous life cycle things that we just saw, right? Is DA recommending any specific time period for the movement, for the shift of life cycle? For example, if I start with the initial, let's say, exploratory at the beginning phase, and then once I get myself matured, I will be able to move to the different life cycle, right? So what is the duration? Is it 1 month, 3 month? Typically, there'll be some recommendation, right? Is this
No.
something that DA propose?
Oh, DA doesn't propose. That's what the exercise we are doing. Okay. No, you need to find when you need to move to the next cycle. You are the decision maker and you will evolve at the right time when you think it's necessary. Okay, that's what we are playing now. Okay, that's what you will do. There is no timeline as such. No prescriptory method. DA doesn't prescribe anything. We need to come out of the prescriptions. Okay, that's what the DA is saying. Okay, correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now given the life cycle,
One question actually.
Sorry, say it again.
Just a question. Actually, this is about number of life cycle. Is it 6 or 7? We'll say if there will be any exam. Is this exam question or not?
Okay, I don't set exams. Otherwise, you will all pass tomorrow itself. But yeah, that can come as a question. Okay, 7 life cycles. Okay.
So
but,
we always say 7. So you meant to say?
Yeah, 7. Yeah, flex is another one. Yeah. But no, we are considering 6 for this game. The 7th is just included. Okay, so it's not no use as such in your instructor material. There is not much data on that. Okay? Not much.
Ashish,
Yeah, agree. But
yeah,
in the high
Ashish,
level,
Seven. Seven
if
is the
anybody
answer.
asks, then
Seven.
7 is the answer. Okay.
Ashish, we should not consider this waterfall life cycle that you
No,
showed today in
not,
pyramid.
no.
Oh,
Okay, no. As per our deck is the 6+1. Okay, but they have included waterfall on this. I doubt this kind of question. ऐसा कितना number आएगा? This kind of questions will not come. Okay,
of
the
course.
questions will come given a situation which life cycle makes best no sense for use. Okay, that's what was the question. Okay, all right. But never say never. Okay, you can. I can't suggest that this one, but mostly it's situational based. Right now, after I find what is the context and I chose the life cycle, the next step is, okay, what are my process goals? Okay, what are the options or guidance I require to implement it? Okay, should I use 5 whys or which practices, methods I need to use? Guidance. Okay, so what goal diagrams are most relevant to me? I will try to find out through this. The third step. Okay, 3 phases of that's full delivery life cycle. Anyone?
Inception, construction, and transition.
Yes, super. Okay, these are the 3 phases of the that full delivery life cycle. So inception, where you envision and plan; construction, where you actually build a consumable solution and then you release it to the IT operations, okay, or business operations through transition. Right? These are your 21 process goals. They also keep on adding, but right now there are 21 process goals. And here you need to choose which make relevant are the current, given your current context of things. Okay. And then you need to choose your options given your goal diagrams. So it's time to make your choice as the team. Okay, this is the best choice for root cause analysis. Okay, for finding scope, I will use user wireframes. This is the best choice to do. So you will have the trade-offs to be done, and you will, as a team, make some choices. And once you make the choices, okay, you go to the 5th step. So who remembers something about process goals? What is this called? Come on. Come on,
Process
guys.
capability, sir.
Yes.
Process goals are to get
What is this called?
the choices. Huh?
This is the process goal. This is the decision point. This is the
Very
decision
good.
point,
Yes. This is the
and these are
decision
the
point.
options.
Yeah. And
Options, choices.
Options, yeah.
yeah,
This
these
is
are the
options.
options you have provided. Okay. So it is also called a process capability or a process goal, and these are the options. Okay. This arrow indicates that the
Preference.
first is the best desirable option. The bold option is the default or a starting point for the option. If there are multiple bold options, there are multiple starting points. If there is no arrow, you can choose any of the options. There is no preferred option as such. Right? Correct? So that's how it is. And now, once you choose the option, you implement it, and then have the idea of continuously improving on your processes or way of working. That's what you will do as the 5th step. That's how you constantly evolve your way of working. Right? Very good. Right? We did this yesterday in guided continuous improvement. Okay. Okay. Failing fast is fine, but succeeding early, okay, is better, and that's what we will try to do. We'll try to succeed, okay, through an experienced coach or through the DA toolkit. If you have both, well, and good. So we call it guided continuous improvement. We discussed a little bit at the start of the session as well today. So just to summarize, okay, first is context analyzation. Okay, then you select the best life cycle. Okay, always that's a starting point. You can change it later when it makes sense. Then you connect the dots, and then you make some choices by selecting the right process goals and the option associated with that. And after you have used that, you continuously have the habit of improving the way you are working. So this is how you choose your wow.